I'm Mint Salad and I saw Mystery Men. It is directed by Kinka Usher, and this is requested by Patreon. If you'd like to fast track a movie review, you can do that at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. Oh boy, this movie does a start. Okay, so this movie pretty much is a superhero movie. First impression of the movie, and pretty much that impression goes throughout the entire movie. So the movie starts with this guy, Captain Amazing. He's so amazing. He helps save the day. But we got some superheroes, some wannabe superheroes. Don't you just love that term, a wannabe, aspiring superhero? I mean, I feel like they're already superheroes. I mean, I guess in this case, they're giving themselves the title aspiring because they're not recognized yet. But I already think of them as superheroes, so they're not aspiring in my eyes. But I also find it hilarious that Captain Awesome sees these goofballs who are barely in superhero attire. There's a guy who throws forks. Okay, like he doesn't seem to be very, what is it called, effective against any superheroes. He's just throwing some forks. I like this guy. Also, his name is Blue Rajah, but he's wearing green. So he's wearing a tiny amount of blue, but that's not enough blue to call yourself blue, okay, guy? And then there's a really spooky dude, wears all black, wears leather. He's cool. He seems like the type of person who wants to be a loner and like have these like two doofuses over here. But like I learn a little bit about this guy. Okay, I learn about a little bit about this guy plus the other guys, the aspiring superheroes, as this movie goes along. So now we're at the point where Captain Amazing has been tooketh. He's been tooketh, and it's not good. Being tooketh is not generally the best thing to be alive, and I'll cover that a little bit later in this review because it's a little bit of a shock what happens to Captain Amazing. I guess it'd be amazing. Well, anyway, this ragtag group of superheroes hear that Captain Amazing is gone, and what's interesting about this is that now we have this ragtag group of heroes learning more and more about each other, how to work together as a group. Of course, they have tiffs in the beginning, which is fine. I personally find that this movie could have been condensed down to 1 hour instead of 2 hours. That's just what I personally feel, because there is a lot of like relational conflict in this movie. Yeah, like the Blue Rajah and his family members, and he doesn't really have that many friends. But he's just trying to do something with his life, and his family's like, come on, man, you can't do superheroing. And the other superheroes' families are also like that. The people that they're around are like, no, you can't be a superhero. No, you won't be recognized. And what's interesting is that I'm just like, y'all just need to work harder, man. Just keep working at it. Eventually you'll get recognized. I don't know, do a little bit of like a changing to your wardrobe, because they don't really change their wardrobes that much, which kind of bothers me. Their wardrobes are not like very close to Kick-Ass. Like this movie reminded me of like a goofier Kick-Ass, in a similar premise to, oh, we got a superhero who wants to be a superhero, or I guess a young beginning superhero wants to become more of a superhero, and they put themselves into crime to stop the crime. And along the way they learn some things, and this movie does that thing too. I also feel like this movie, even though I got like the plot out of it, right? I just felt like between like the plot points and what happened, there's just like some space for goofs and gaffes that, you know, I noticed they took some space for. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the goofs and gaffes that went in between each plot point, But, you know, luckily they catch the guy who has kidnapped, or I guess adult napped, Captain Awesome. But what's unfortunate, and now he's kind of like jerky. He kind of looks like beef jerky. Captain Awesome, Captain Amazing, Captain Cool Guy, he's completely gone, no longer existing. And I was shocked when I saw this. I was like, oh, now we have more superheroes. And it's guys, some dudes just wanted to be superheroes and were resilient enough to do so. I remember the movie ending on a pretty positive note with, you know, they've learned some things about each other. They learned how to become like a team, work together as a team. Blue Raja gets his grandmother's cutlery silverware. Got him forks. He's gonna be forking all over the place now. Oh yeah, here we go. Throwing them forks. Here we go. Well, anyway, I really like how this ragtag superhero team is ragtag and they're superhero. It's a nice underdog story. I felt like the movie used the plot, the runtime well. In terms of like the pacing of the plot. I feel like a lot of the in between, you know, gives some personality to the movie. I personally wasn't a big fan of the personality of the movie. So I think it could have been cut in half and we could have had an hour-long movie or maybe an hour-and-a-half movie. I don't think 2 hours is good for this movie. So I also like the nice colorful, the nice dark like filming style, just like generally darker tone was fun. I felt a little bit weird clash between like the characters, like the, you know, the costume characters, the new superhero guys, the wannabe superhero guys, their costumes I felt like didn't stand out very well. I don't care or remember them, so I gotta be very honest about that. And I think they should be super killed in a sequel that's ever done. I gotta give this movie a solid 6 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that. You can fast track a movie review request. You can do that at patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. Or if you want to learn how to draw Pokemon tutorials early, you can get them at the $3 tier on my patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree for you to find ways to help support the daily grindiness. Go to this link tree so you can go here. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my Sal Croutons Bacon Bits.